Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. We're honored to have you with us here at Society Hall tonight. It's going to be a beautiful evening of beautiful music. And I wanted to just make a few announcements about some upcoming shows here. Next, it's a week from Sunday, on March 6th, the wonderful cellist Mark Dudrow and his piano-playing musical partner Martha are going to do an afternoon show on Sunday the 6th at 4 o'clock here. Just cello and piano music. Should be just a lovely way to spend a Sunday afternoon. And then March 12th, there's going to be a wonderful concert here that's hosted by the San Luis Valley Cancer Relief Fund. It's their main fundraiser for the year, and it's going to be Eliza Gilkison and Tish Hinojosa and me on stage, swapping songs basically. And it really is, it's pretty much an annual event. They didn't have it last year, of course, with all the craziness, but it really is an amazing concert, generally speaking. So, and it's a great cause. We all know somebody that's been through cancer or is struggling with it now. So it's a wonderful thing to be part of. Then a wonderful Western singer named Jim Jones is going to be here March 18th. April 2nd, the Hoth Brothers. April 8th, Rough and Tumble. On and on and on. It's all on Society Hall's website, societyhall.org. So appreciate you supporting live music and here or wherever you can find it. And it's going to be a beautiful evening tonight. These are both dear friends of mine that I've known for a number of years. Rose and I did an album together. How many years ago was that, Rose? A long time ago. We were younger then. But it really is, it's a gorgeous album. I love it, and she has some copies of it back there. Ruben and I have bounced a bunch of music around together in various ways. We played live and online, and he's been doing some recording too, and is just such a fabulous up-and-coming guitarist and musician and songwriter. So and they happen to know each other, being nephew and aunt here, and part of an extended musical family that I think is a wonderful thing to celebrate here tonight. So I'm going to turn it over to them. Would you please welcome the Rose Vialpando and Ruben Dominguez.
Allá en el rancho grande, allá donde vivía, había una rancherita que alegre me decía, que voy a hacer tus calzones como los que usa el ranchero. Los comienzos de lana te los acabo de cuero allá en el rancho grande.
Bajo mi gargo, mi mao, mi gargo pull the piero down the bow. My Yvonne, sweetest one, me mao. Son of a gun, I'm gonna have big fun on the bayou. Sing it if you know it. Jambalaya, crawfish pie, Philly gumbo. For tonight I'm gonna see my machete meal. Pick guitar, fifth fruit jar, and the gale. Son of a gun, I'm gonna have big fun on the bayou.
aquellos ojitos verdes con quien se andarán paseando. ¡Ay! Ojalá que me recuerden, aunque sea de vez en cuando. Dicen que cuando suspiran aquellos ojitos verdes, que suspiran con la vida porque todavía me quieren. Ay, 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 ¿dónde andarán esos ojitos que me hicieron suspirar? Ay, 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 ¿dónde andarán esos ojitos que no los puedo olvidar?
Love is a burning thing, though it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desires, I fell in a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire.
El gusto de las rancheras es tener un buen comal, echar unas tortillotas, ¡ay!, y darle a su gavilán allá en el rancho grande, allá en el rancho grande, allá donde vivía. Había una rancherita que alegre me decía, que alegre me decía, que voy a hacer tus calzones como los que usa el ranchero en los comienzos de lana, que los acabo de cuero allá en el rancho grande, allá en el rancho grande, allá en el rancho grande.
Well, thank you. We are honored to be playing here at Society Hall. It's, that's a word I'm looking for here. Amazing. The sound is, all those great. Privilege, yes, thank you. She's my word seeker when I can't. All right, this, I'm going to start it off here. This is actually an original I wrote when I was 5 years old. I lost my mother at a very young age, and between that and not knowing what was going on and just life in general, it was really hard on me, and I didn't realize it till very later in my life, much later in my life. And then 7 years after my mother died, actually 5, let's do chronological order here. That same year I lost my maternal grandmother. And then 5 years after that, thought everything was going good. And then I lost my paternal grandmother. She was, she taught me a lot. I was raised in the in Española, New Mexico, and then later in Abiquiu, New Mexico. And there, when I lived with my grandmother, she, in Abiquiu, she taught me a lot. She, you know, go to church, do chores, and it instilled in me at an early age, you know, values and tradition and culture. And, you know, 5 years after I lost my mother and my paternal grandmother, or my maternal grandmother, I lost her, and it started making more sense then. And then 3 years later, I lost my father. And doesn't matter how old you are whenever you lose a parent, it hurts. But for me, I was like, what the heck's going on? I am a kid, and I haven't done anybody no wrong or anything, and this is happening to me. So, you know, I was lucky enough to come live with my Aunt Rose and my Uncle Albert, and they took me in and raised me as their own, and I've been living here for the past 6-7 years, and loved every minute of it. And it wasn't until I was actually out of high school where I started writing my own songs. And this one day, just actually my Aunt Rose helped me with it, and it's called Love You Till the End. And it's an honor to have Don join in on us, on these songs with us, so. Man, oh man, how time flies when you're having fun. You don't realize everything that you've done is all behind you. I was born 18 years ago. Mom and Dad, oh so proud of their firstborn son. Their hopes were high, oh how they loved him so, just 18 years ago. Don't you worry about the way I lived, just keep on the way you always did. Just remember, I love you till the end. As a little boy, I had no cares, 'cause Mom and Dad were always there. But then came the day Mama went away into heaven's arms, where she would stay. 7 years had passed, and life was rough, with ups and downs and turnarounds. Another sad goodbye, 'cause my daddy died when with Mama to everlasting life. Don't you worry about the way I lived, just keep on the way you always did. Just remember, love you to the end. This loss, I found a home where I've been loved and not alone. Now I'm a man. How time has flown. Now it's time for you to know. Don't you worry about the way I'll live. You gave me wings to fly with all the love you give. Just remember, I'll love you till the end. Don't you worry about the way I'll live. Gave me wings to fly with all the love you give. Just remember, I'll love you till the end. Thank you.
Yeah, Ruben.
Isn't he amazing? It took a tragedy to have him come and live with us, but he's been such a blessing in our lives. He's a wonderful young man, very tender-hearted, very respectful, and very talented. Anyway, he kind of keeps pushing me to keep singing. What I did was, a few years back, like Don was saying earlier, some time ago, I recorded a CD with Don, and the title song of it is Hallando mi voz, and there's 5 originals on there, and I'll talk more about Hallando mi voz in a little bit. This one that I'm going to perform tonight is one of my originals too, and it's called Nunca Olvides Mi Amor, Never Forget My Love. And I feel like it's really appropriate, especially nowadays with everything, that it's kind of a lot of uncertainty. So when I say I love you to anyone, my friends, my family, I don't want you to forget it, okay? Because I truly do love you, okay? Cada vez que me despido de ti, te dejo con estas palabras. Nunca olvides, mi amor, cuánto te amo. Eres el sol que trae luz a mi vida.
Eres la luna que ilumina mi noche. Eres las estrellas más brillantes de mi cielo. Y yo te amo. Nunca olvides mi amor. Nunca olvides mi amor. Nunca olvides mi amor. Cuando te amo. Nunca olvides mi amor. Cuánto te amo. Each time I have to leave you, I'll say these words to you. Never forget my love, how much I love you. You are the sunlight of my days. You are the moonlight of my nights. You are the brightest stars in my night sky. Never forget my love, how much I love you. Never forget my love. Never forget my love. Never forget my love, how much I love you. Never forget my love, how much I love you. Cuando estás ausente de mí, te traigo en mi alma, escondidito en mi corazón, y yo te amo. When you're away from me, I carry you in my soul, hidden deep within my heart, and I do love you. Never forget my love, nunca olvides mi amor. Never forget my love, how much I love you. Never forget my love, cuánto te amo, how much I love you. Cuánto te amo.
All right. This next one is a song by, most commonly known by Jose Feliciano. And it's a beautiful Puerto Rican love song. And I love songs. What's not to love about love songs? I mean, what the heck? But no, it's a very beautiful, longing love song, basically for someone who loves their homeland and their place where their roots are. And certainly with me, that's where, here in the San Luis Valley, the Upper Rio Grande Region, northern Mexico, I feel most at home. And I wouldn't want to live anywhere else, and this is where I want to die one of these days. Long time in the future. So anyway, this one's called En Mi Viejo San Juan. viejo San Juan, cuántos sueños forjé en mis noches de infancia. Mi primera ilusión y mis cuitas de amor son recuerdos del alma. Una tarde me fui a esa extraña nación, pues lo quiso el destino. Pero mi corazón se quedó frente al mar, en mi viejo San Juan. Adiós, 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 Borinquen querida, tierra de mi amor. Adiós, 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 mi diosa del mar, mi reina del palmar. Me voy, ya me voy, pero un día volveré a buscar mi querer, a soñar otra vez en mi viejo San Juan. Burló mi terrible nostalgia. No pude volver a San Juan que yo amé, pedacito de patria. Mi cabello blanqueó y mi vida se va, y a la muerte me ama. Y no quiero morir alejando de ti, Puerto Rico del alma. Adiós, 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 Borinquen querida, tierra de mi amor. Adiós, 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 mi diosa del mar, mi reina del palmar. Me voy, ya me voy, pero un día volveré a buscar mi querer, a soñar otra vez en mi viejo San Juan. Mr. Don Richmond.
Mighty fine, Ruben.
That's such a beautiful song. Anyway, when I did this recording, I was talking about the title song. I had been away from my family and my traditions for quite a while, and I was working as a counselor, and I worked with a lot of women who kind of like me. They grew up in the era of you should be seen and not heard. So a lot of us, we're afraid to speak up, use our voices. And so this inspired the song Hallando mi voz. And basically, before this, or before I started working and finding my voice, I was pretty shy, pretty timid. I love to sing, but not in public. But here I am tonight, done a few things too with my uncle Salomon, and I'll talk about him a little bit later. He's been a wonderful inspiration. But this was before I got together with my Tio Salomon. And I thought, I hope this song resonates with anyone, not just women, who have difficulty finding their voice, speaking up for yourself, speaking up for what you believe in, speaking your truth. And what I always told those who wanted to listen was, your words are very powerful. You can heal, you can uplift, you can encourage, but you can also wound. So be careful how you use your words. And when you speak your truth, always be respectful. And that way you will be heard. So this is Hallando mi voz. Esa niña llegó del gran silencio y al ver la luz del día lloró y gritó, y al ver la luz del día lloró y gritó. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, ay, ay. Oyó su voz. No llores, no grites, todos le decían. Niñas buenas son silencias, solamente se miran. Y esta niña en silencio crecía, en rabia y en angustia, su alma por dentro lloraba. Ay, 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 gemía por la voz que perdió. Pasaron los años, llegó a ser mujer, ya vino a saber que la voz es poder, ya vino a saber que la voz es poder. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay.
Fieros.
I really like that song. I don't think there's not one song on that CD that I don't like. You know what? And I never really told you this. During all my rough times when I felt alone and invisible, I would always play your songs before I would go to school, and they helped me through everything. So even though you weren't there physically, you were always there. And this next song is actually another one original of mine, and I wrote this for back when I was in high school. This was actually one of the first songs I wrote, and it was, November, and everybody was getting ready to do something for Veterans Day. And Veterans Day has always been a very sacred holiday in my heart, because not only my grandfather on my father's side served in Korea, but I had many family members, including my Nino, Albert. He served during the Vietnam era, and my Nina, she served during Persian Gulf. And so it's always been just a little more special to me. And everybody was doing presentations, posters, and I was like, well, at the time I played in the bands, and so we were, going to do all the regular, the marches for each of the branches of the military, and I was like, I want to do something that's just me. So one day I sat down and, with help again from my Nina, because I didn't know how to put words together, writing a song, this came out, and I'd like to dedicate it to everybody who's served or who has family members serving, and send this to our men and women overseas, and here at home. So, you know what, just for all the veterans and everybody serving, give them a round of applause for their service. We dearly thank you for your service. This one's called Soldier of the USA. Who would have thought that you'd leave us? We'd hope that you'd come back to us. We all prayed when you joined the ranks. We all knew that you'd do your best. I guess that's the price that we have to pay when you sign your name on that line. I guess that's the price that you have to pay when you're a soldier of the USA. Who would have thought you'd go to Vietnam, the Persian Gulf, or Afghanistan? Who would have thought you'd save 1,000 lives, knowing that it might cost you your life? I guess that's the price that we have to pay when you sign your name on that line. I guess that's the price that you have to pay soldier of the USA. Knew a hero would be you. You'd do it again if you had to. For family and love of country, and for the red, white, and blue. I guess that's the price that we have to pay when you sign your name on that line. I guess that's the price that you have to pay when you're a soldier of the USA. When you're a soldier of the USA.
I'll tell you one thing about Ruben. When he sings, he puts all his heart into it, and you can certainly feel it. My next song is another original. It's called Moving On. And it's also from a time when, like I said, I was working. I was not only hopefully helping others, but finding myself and finding my voice. And one of the things that I realized that, you know, if you want to change something, it's not always, you know, a huge step. Sometimes it's just saying, especially if you're in a situation that is not healthy for you. Sometimes just saying no or no more, or even thinking it, and then moving a step at a time to where you need to be. So that's what this song is about, moving on. Okay, sorry, go ahead. Been a quitter, I've always been so strong.
bound and determined to always carry on. But when your spirit's been broken and your heart's been trampled on, then it's time, yes, it's time for moving on. Then it's time, yes, it's time for moving on. I never thought I'd give up on these vows I pledged to you. I've weathered each storm valiantly and always made it through. But when your spirit's been broken and your heart's been trampled on, then it's time, yes, it's time for moving on. Then it's time, yes, it's time for moving on. And now my spirit's been broken and my heart's been trampled on. No, I'm not a quitter, I'm just merely moving on. Moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on. No, I'm not a quitter, I'm just merely moving on. No, I'm not a quitter, I'm just merely moving on. No, I'm not a quitter, I'm just merely moving on.
I want to say a little bit about this song. This song came a little later. It's not an original. It's a song that's been around maybe since the 1920s. And this is where we go back to the cultura, the canciones de tradición, the traditional songs. And I grew up hearing this kind of music since I was a child. And I loved it, and like I said, I enjoyed singing, but I was very shy, so didn't do anything about it for a long time. Then got away from it. Well, after I recorded this one that I was just performing, my Uncle Salomon, who is my mother's youngest brother, used to play in the choir, and we got together. He played guitar. He knew tons of the traditional canciones, and he was very patient with me, and he taught me. And I probably wouldn't be here if it hadn't been for his patience and his influence. And actually, he would have been here tonight, except that he's got some health issues going on. I'd like to say at this time, too, he and I recorded a couple of volumes a few years back called Dos Voces, Dos Guitarras, and all the songs are traditional canciones. Also, presently, we had been recording before COVID started. We had started on a recording. We wanted to do a 3-generation recording with my uncle, who was at that time 86, myself, and I'll tell you how old I am. I'm going to be 70. I'm proud of it. And my young man here. So we wanted to kind of symbolize the passing of the torch. And but this is one of the songs that I sang with my uncle. And like I said, it was from the 1920s. It's called El Lirio. And it's a beautiful song. So I'll just stop talking and start singing.
Hay un lirio que el tiempo lo consume y hay una fuente que lo hace enverdecer. Hay un lirio que el tiempo lo consume y hay una fuente que lo hace enverdecer. Tú eres el lirio y dame tu perfume. Yo soy la fuente, déjame correr. Tú eres el lirio y dame tu perfume. Yo soy la fuente, déjame correr. Hay un ave que gime noche y día, que solo un ángel la puede consolar. Hay un ave que gime noche y día, que solo un ángel la puede consolar. Tú eres el ángel, mi dulce amada mía. Yo soy el ave, déjame volar. Tú eres el ángel, oh dulce amada mía. Yo soy el ave, déjame volar. Entre flores y blancas margaritas, entre violetas perfumaron a mi amor. Y entre flores y blancas margaritas, entre violetas perfumaron a mi amor. Yo te daría mi sangre de rodillas, porque tú eres la perfumada flor. Yo te daría mi sangre de rodillas, porque tú eres la perfumada flor. Soy errante pescador de la laguna, solo la luna me da tu resplandor. Soy errante pescador de la laguna, solo la luna me da su resplandor. Tú eres la luna que alumbra mi camino, soy peregrino que se alumbra con tu amor. Tú eres la luna que alumbra mi camino, soy peregrino que se alumbra con su amor. Hay un
Yes, I'm still on. This is also from my CD. It's just a song that I fell in love with. It was one that was, I believe, written by Chris Christopherson. It's called Loving Arms. And I just thought I'd include it just because it was one of my favorites. So I am going to do Loving Arms for you. If you could see me now, the one who said that she'd rather roam, the one who said she'd rather be alone. If you could only see me now, if I could hold you now, just for a moment, if I could only make you mine. Just for a while, turn back the hands of time. If I could only hold you now. But I've been too long in the wind, too long in the rain, taking comfort that I can. I'm looking back and longing for the freedom of my dreams, lying in your loving arms again. Could hear me now, singing somewhere in the lonely night, dreaming of the arms that held me tight. If you could only hear me now, but I've been too long in the wind, too long in the rain, taking any comfort that I can. I'm looking back and longing for the freedom of my dreams, lying in your loving arms again. Well, I've been too long in the wind, too long in the rain, taking any comfort that I can. Well, I'm looking back and longing for the freedom of my dreams, lying in your loving arms again. I can almost feel your loving arms again.
Don't go. All right, this next song is actually by one that my dad used to do. He was a great musician as well, and he actually, I was privileged and honored to actually get to play with him a couple of times before he passed away. So those were memories I'll hold for the rest of my life. And this is actually one of the songs he did. It's a song by a Chicano rights activist by the name of Daniel Valdez. And he did many songs from during the Chicano movement, and this song is actually a story of revolution, of taking back what is rightfully yours, and from the point of the Native American when the Spanish came over, because they thought they were gods and gave them everything, and they just did away with them. And this is a song of revolution. It's called América de los Indios. Surcando el cielo de América, sangre de viento avanzando, forma de fuego y la noche reina de ahí. Canto el llanto del indio, voces del tambor tocando, flautas que hablan con Dios me dicen así. Sangre y fusil y la tierra gritando revolución. Flautas que hablan con Dios me dicen así. Manos de bronce en la tierra, flor de sudor van sembrando, esperanzas de los pobres nacen aquí. Corazón de piedra se ven, niños llenos de tormenta han de nacer. Sangre y fusil y la tierra gritando revolución. Niños llenos de tormenta han de nacer. Don Richmond, everybody.
And Ruben.
América de los indios, sin explosivo llegó. Ya van bajando los pueblos hacia la liberación. Sangre y fusil y la tierra, gritando revolución. Ya van bajando los pueblos hacia la liberación, hacia la liberación, hacia la liberación.
All right, Ruben Dominguez.
Thank you.
We'll take a break. I think we're going to take a break. We'll be back in a few minutes. Got another set coming up, so stick around. Have some, the Society Hall special, chocolate chip cookies dipped in red wine, you don't have to dip them, but, if you can, if you want. And don't forget, Rose has some CDs back there at the back table, and we'll be back in just a few.
Me quieren agitar, me incitan a gritar. Soy como una roca, palabras no me tocan. Adentro hay un volcán que pronto va a estallar. Yo quiero estar tranquilo, es
tú eras una de ellas, de esas que abrazan la tierra con su luz. Y hoy me llamas y me dices que pagas tu presencia, que has hecho las maletas, que hoy dices adiós. Y después de romper el cielo juntos, esa forma tan tuya de hacer el amor y estallar al llegar, no puedo aceptar que hoy te vayas. O me debes un cuarto de 1000 batallas. Cobrarme yo no quiero cobrarme, solo quiero que tú te quedes aquí. Hoy mi cuerpo necesita de ti, saber que la dosis perfecta está en tus caderas, en tus besos, tu sonrisa, tu cabello y ese cuerpo que me eriza. Hoy mi alma sabe que estás bien, pero tú dime quién estará para aliviar mi dolor si ya no estás tú. Y después de romper el cielo juntos, esta forma tan tuya de hacer el amor y estallar al llegar, no puedo aceptar que hoy te vayas. Si me debes un cuarto de 1000 batallas, cobrarme yo no quiero cobrarlo, solo quiero que tú te quedes aquí. Hoy mi cuerpo necesita de ti, saber que la dosis perfecta está en tus caderas, en tus besos, tu sonrisa, tu cabello y ese cuerpo que me eriza. Hoy mi alma sabe que estás bien, pero tú dime quién estará para aliviar mi dolor si ya no estás tú. Hoy mi cuerpo necesita de ti, saber que la dosis perfecta está en tus caderas, tus besos, tu sonrisa, tu cabello y ese cuerpo que me eriza. Hoy mi alma sabe que estás bien, pero tú dime quién estará para aliviar mi dolor si ya no estás tú. Hoy mi cuerpo necesita de ti, saber que la dosis perfecta está en tus caderas, tus besos, tu sonrisa, tu cabello y ese cuerpo que me eriza. Hoy mi alma sabe que estás bien, pero tú dime quién estará para aliviar mi dolor si ya no estás tú.
Estoy llorando en mi habitación, todo se nubla a mi alrededor. Ella se fue con un niño pijo, tiene un Ford Fiesta blanco y un jersey amarillo. Por el parque les veo pasar, no se besan, lo paso fatal. Voy a vengarme de ese marica, voy a llenarle el cuello de polvos pica pica. Sufre, amor,
muertas nidas al pasar. Nunca te he esperado tanto, a un minuto de ti, voy detrás de ti, a un minuto de ti, te seguiré. El viento se ha calzado sus guantes de piel, se entretiene con mi pelo. Bebo el agua que viene conmigo, estoy estancado en tu reflejo. Solamente te vi, gota a gota. Solamente te vi, veneno y sed. Llegaré solo hasta el umbral. Nada que puedo perder. Me atreveré, cuento un paso más. Nada, no soy como tú.
Te está extorsionando dinero, pero ellos viven de lo que tú estás pagando. Y si te tratan como a un delincuente, ladrón, no es tu culpa. Dale gracias al regente. Hay que arrancar el problema de raíz y cambiar al gobierno de nuestro país. A la gente que está en la burocracia, a esa gente que le gustan las migajas. Yo por eso me quejo y me quejo, porque aquí es donde vivo y yo ya no soy un pendejo que no guachas los puestos del gobierno. Hay personas que se están enriqueciendo,
gente que vive en la pobreza. Nadie hace nada porque nadie le interesa. La gente de arriba te detesta. Hay más gente que quiere que caigan sus cabezas. Si le das más poder al poder, más duro te van a venir a coger.
Porque fuimos potencia mundial. Somos pobres, nos manejan mal.
Dame, 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 dame todo el power para que te demos en la madre. Gimme, 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 gimme todo el poder, so I can come around to joder. Dame, 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 dame todo el power para que te demos en la madre. Gimme, 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 gimme todo el poder, so I can come around to joder. Dame, 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 dame todo el poder. Dame, 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 dame todo el power. Dame, 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 dame todo el poder. Dame, 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 dame todo el power.
así es, puto. unos huevones, no lo somos.
¡Viva México, cabrones!
Que se sienta el power mexicano, que se sienta todos juntos como hermanos.
Well, welcome back, everybody. We have a real special event here that we want to just draw your attention to, and we're very thankful that my friend Herman Martinez has an award that he wants to bestow upon Ruben, and I'll just turn it over to Herman here.
Good evening, everyone. Buenas tardes. It's a pleasure to be here with you this evening at Society Hall, attending this live music presentation by Ruben and Rosa. Es un placer. What a pleasure. I'm Herman Martinez, and this is my wife, Patricia. Patsy and I have represented the board of directors of Hilos Culturales over the last 21 years, and we're here tonight to present a Lifetime Achievement Award to the young man who is imparting on a beautiful musical journey. The award was presented in 2009 to his tío, Don Salomón López, in 2017 to his madrina, his godmother, Rosa Vialpando. And on this occasion, we represent a Colorado-based 501c3 organization that was founded here in Alamosa in the year 2000. And our efforts have been to recognize músicos and dancers from the Upper Rio Grande region who have excelled in lifetime promotion of the música of our grandparents and those before them. Along the Upper Rio Grande, the panoramic cultural landscape has brought together so many beautiful, beautiful interpretations of our culture, our tradition, our customs, and our familias. And though they impact our querencia, our homeland, they are organic, yet so universal. And the performance tonight is a prime example of that music, of those expressions. And we want to share with Ruben Dominguez tonight an award that represents the beautiful music of the corrido, the old ballads of the 19th and 20th century, the country music, la música ranchera of the 17th and 18th century, and the décimas, the beautiful love couplets that were done in 10 syllables. And Ruben continues a lot of that tradition, and his musical journey will definitely impact on how our communities continue expressing and celebrating those musical treasures that we embrace. So at this time, we would like to share this award with Ruben that represents 20 years of music representation by New Mexico and Colorado folk musicians and dancers, and he carries on that tradition.
Premio Hilos Culturales Traditional Folk Artist Award in recognition of lifetime contributions, piezas sociales y música del pasado, Northern New Mexico and Southern Colorado. Que viva la tradición. Ruben R. Dominguez from Manassa, Colorado.
Congratulations, Ruben. Felicidades. Éxitos.
I have a joke for that, but I'm not going to say it. There's women and children watching on the interwebs over here, and I don't want to. They'll blurt out the words on it. But no, I'm extremely honored to receive this award, and just proud that I'm the third generation of my family to receive this award, and that my musical traditions that were passed down from my father to me, and one of these days to my children, will live on. And thank you, Herman and Patsy. Muchas gracias.
Yes, thank you, Herman. Well, all I got to say is that's pretty darn cool. I think that's just amazing. So proud that that could happen here tonight.
Well, welcome back, everyone. It's wonderful to have you all here, and we hope we're bringing you a little bit of joy, or a lot of joy, tonight. You know, these times, it's just, there's too much sadness around us, so anywhere we can uplift people and bring joy to one another, definitely for that.
Amen.
Okay, now this is a song. It is not one of my originals, but it's a beautiful song that was composed by Tish Hinojosa, beautiful songwriter. It's called Chanate el Vaquero. And it's a song about that she wrote for an old cowboy. And that the basic gist of it is that the cowboy way will never be forgotten. And I know cowboying these days is a little bit different than it was, you know, in, 50 years ago, 100 years ago. So, and this song is also very near and dear to my heart because my father was a cowboy. He used to ride the range and brand and do cattle drives and all that stuff that involves cowboying. So this song is dedicated to all the cowboys here and in heaven.
And the cowgirls too. Can't forget about the cowgirls. Yeah, and my mother Maria was also one heck of a cowgirl. And
she was.
It's been so satisfying and fulfilling to hear, you know, some of these. I've gotten to know some of these old cowboys, and they said, you know, first question, who's your family? Who are you related to? So here we go down the genealogy list. And, you know, eventually they say, oh, yeah, she was one heck of a cowgirl. She could outride, outrope any guy on the range. And I said, well, I believe it.
That's my mom.
Lariata vaquero, en gran caballo y bajo un cielo de azul. échate un grito del alma, como si fuera el alma del aire y del sol. Reata me ha sido un recuerdo, con esos ojos entiende Paqueta y sudor. Es su sonrisa de cuento, otra quizás de una historia de un viejo amor. Cuando la luna brilla en la tierra, en el mar, la frontera y no para, no se retira, romance te cuida, siempre vivirás bajo esa luna. Se miran siempre los montes mezquites de acá. No desesperes, vaquero, no mueres, siempre vivirás. Tiempos dicen que el joven no entiende los pasos de ayer, y entre el pasar y el presente, más que el valor al valiente que sabe aprender. Cuando la luna brilla en la tierra, en el mar, la frontera y no para, no se retira, romance te cuida, siempre vivirá bajo esa luna. Se miran siempre los montes mezquites de acá. No desesperes, vaquero, no mueres, siempre vivirás. No desesperes, vaquero, no mueres, siempre vivirás.
Yeah. Don't forget, Tisha Hinojosa will be here March 12th. That have to come see her.
All right, so this next song is actually a recent original I wrote, and had the honor and pleasure of writing it with Don. I said, Don, called him up one day, Don, can you help me with this song? I can't finish it. He's like, yeah, bring it over. So we sat down and hashed it out, and pretty amazed on how it came out. And this actually is a very special song to me because recently, last year, one of my dear friends who was like a grandfather figure to me, I never knew any of my grandfathers, but he was always, that guy who was there, got a funny story. I remember I have this about a quarter-mile driveway to my house, and it was really, it was last year about this, or a couple years ago during winter, and my whole driveway had iced over. I said, well, here we go. I didn't have a four-wheel drive vehicle. I had a 79 Chevy pickup. That was my mother's, and I said, well, this thing weighs like a tank. Let's see. I wasn't planning on demolishing anything that night or that day. So here I go, taking off like a bat out of hell, and like I said, I shouldn't have done that. One of the many life lessons that I learned. And all of a sudden, I caught a piece of the snow on the side of the road, of the driveway, and it flipped me around 360. I was feeling like Evel Knievel, I guess, that day, and I went through the neighbor's fence. And I said, crap, how am I gonna, I can't hide my Nino and my Nina are gonna see, they're gonna come visit me and see my truck in the fence. So I said, well, here we go. So I called up my Nino, I said, I got stuck in the fence. I was going too fast and I rammed into it. And I said, but I got a plan. I'm gonna call our buddy Larry. His name was Larry Whitney from Manassas. And I said, man, he's gonna be pissed. He's like, here's a cold day, I gotta go drag this kid out of the fence. Here he came, I called him, and yeah, it'll take me a couple hours to get over. I said, that's fine, the truck's not going anywhere. And no, about 10 minutes later, here I see him coming with his backhoe. And I said, well, that was the quickest 2 hours of my life. So I had everything hooked up, and I said, man, he's going to chew me out. No, he just came up, drived up with a big old smile on his face, and he said, well, doing little daredevil stunts today, are you? And I said, yep. No, hooked up the chain and everything, pulled me out like nothing. And he was like that. He was always there to lend a helping hand, and this also has a double meaning because many of you around here from the valley knew Creed Diavanzar, and he recently passed away. And me and Creed started playing together at my monthly gig at Juanito's, and it was a pleasure having him. And this was actually the last song he recorded before he passed away, and so it has a double meaning, very near and dear to my heart. So, but this is about Larry Whitney. It's entitled The Builder. He had hands just like sandpaper, back as strong as steel. He'd always helped when he could. To him it was no big deal. He built himself a home and raised a family. To most he was a carpenter, but he was a friend to me. Like a big oak tree, strong and tall, he built a home for one and all. If you're in need, you will find, just knock on the door, the builder's inside. Driving through town, you can see him all around. From the school and a church or two, to the courthouse downtown. It's hard going in the diner, not see him sitting there, talking with friends and strangers, the smell of coffee in the air. Like a big oak tree, strong and tall, he built a home for one and all. If you're in need, you will find, just knock on the door, the builder's inside. Thought he was going to live to be 100 years old. Thought he would always be around. Like a big oak tree, strong and tall, he built a home for one and all. If you're in, you will find, just knock on the door, the builder's inside. Just knock on the door, the builder's inside.
Okay, I can't say it enough. This young man is amazing, and wow, I can't wait to see where he's at in 5-10 years, because he's just amazing, very talented, and I'm not biased at all.
It's okay, I know I got your vote.
This next song is one of those traditional songs, canción tradicional. It's been around for a while, and it's just one of my favorites, and it's called Los Laureles.
Ay, qué laureles tan verdes, qué rosas tan encendidas. Si piensas abandonarme, mejor quítame la vida. Alza los ojos a verme si no estás comprometida. Quieres matar de algodón, que vives en el capullo. Ay, qué tristeza me da cuando te llenas de orgullo de ver a mi corazón enredado con el tuyo. Eres rosa de Castilla, que en solo mayo se ve. Quisiera hacerte un envite, pero la verdad no sé si tienes quien te lo evite. Mejor me separaré. Por ahí va la despedida, chinita chinito por tus quereres. La bendición de los hombres son las benditas mujeres, y aquí se acaban cantando los versos de los laureles. Por ahí va la despedida, chinito por tus quereres. La bendición de los hombres son las benditas mujeres, y aquí se acaban cantando los versos de los laureles.
As we say in the Spanish, muy bonita. All right, this next song is actually a song by Don, and I really enjoy this song because it's true. I mean, plain and simple. Because the name of the song is "Never Miss a Chance," and like how we were saying and been saying, you know, nowadays it's like you never know when the last time is going to be the last time, and to always, you know, make that phone call, make time to go visit, make memories, just make time, because eventually you're gonna, if you don't, it's gonna be too late. And thank you, Don, for writing this song, and your wife Terry and Shake Russell wrote this song, helped you write this song, and just thank you for putting it out there. And
well, thank you, and thank you for playing it. That's a great honor for you to play the tune.
Here's "Never Miss a Chance." Some kids are living down the street with their old junk cars, commuting in the morning, but they won't get far. Could have passed them by with your cables in the back, with 5 minutes of your time. It's gonna get them back on track. Never miss a chance. Shed a little light, give a little love, make a wrong right, lend a helping hand anytime you can. Ask your glove to dance. Never miss a chance. The old fella up the block couldn't be much colder. The weight of the world and the shrug of his shoulder. Underneath it all's just a lonely old man, till that little girl gave him a glass and a marmalade stand. Never miss a chance. Shed a little light, give a little love, make a wrong right, lend a helping hand anytime you can. Ask the girl to dance. Never miss a chance. Well, I told my old friend I was gonna stop by. He'd been sick, I couldn't help. I wanted to try, but something came up and I thought it could wait. But my heart broke later when I heard it was too late. Never miss a chance. Shed a little light. Give a little love. Make a wrong a right. Lend a helping hand anytime you can. Ask your love to dance. They never miss a chance. Shed a little light. Give a little love. Make a wrong a right. Lend a helping hand anytime you can. Ask your love to dance. Never miss a chance. Take it home, down.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ruben.
Oh, how's everybody doing? Woo! Okay, great. All right. Again, it's an honor to be here. It's an honor to have John putting the colors in our songs. He's
It's an
wonderful.
honor to be part of it.
This is an original, and I'll tell you, I got this inspiration in a funny way. It's kind of a love song, kind of a sad song. It's called Muy Tarde, which means it's too late. So it kind of talks about, I was watching a love story or something sometime on TV. And, there's somebody who's been in your life in the past shows up. And it's like, well, this person's already married and gone on with her life and blah, blah, blah. So that kind of inspired this song. It's kind of silly, but it's a nice song. So I'm going to sing it for you. Okay. Muy tarde, llegaste a mi vida y con una mirada me rompiste el corazón y con una mirada me llenaste de amor. Ojos ya brillan con lágrimas de angustia, porque a mi vida llegaste muy tarde, trayendo un amor que muy tarde llegó. Sueños y ilusiones se unen nuestras almas. Luego despierto a la realidad que este amor imposible nunca será.
angustia, porque a mi vida llegaste muy tarde, trayendo un amor que muy tarde llegó, porque a mi vida llegaste muy tarde, trayendo un amor que muy tarde llegó. Muy tarde, muy tarde, muy tarde.
Beautiful.
This next song is another one by Daniel Valdez, but even though he wrote it, I don't really classify it as his. Hopefully he doesn't see this and he sues me for it. But actually, quick newsflash. I actually got to meet him in person, so that was, all these years I've been playing these songs, and I finally get to meet the man who wrote them, and it was just an amazing experience. But the reason why I say that I don't classify it as his song is because it was my dad's signature song. Anybody who knew my dad, wherever he would play, at least one point in his set, he would play this song. And actually, I never knew this, but Daniel Valdez actually wrote it for his daughter when his daughter was born. But it's, like I said, it's my dad's song. It's as if he would have written it. And this one goes out to my dad. It's called Primavera. Now the way to winter's gone. And once again I see the sun. And the birds come out to sing, to tell the world she's home again. Primavera, primavera. Her beauty makes man stop and stare. gaze a loveliness so rare, fills her with tranquility, love for all humanity. Primavera, oh. As she leaves, she sings a song that turns the leaves into a brown. Summer's here and she can't stay, for that's life's love, and that's God's way. Primavera,
Oh, yeah. Mighty fine, mighty fine. Ruben.
Okay. I know you all have been sitting really, really long, so if you want to stand up and dance around for this one, feel free to do so. It's kind of fast-paced, but it is one of our canciones tradicional, kind of ranchera, kind of corrido style, it's pretty upbeat, so feel free to get up and... let's see. Oh.
Okay, I got it now.
Okay.
Yeah, get those hands clapping over there.
Pensé que algún día tú me pagarías con una traición. Tu falso amor me dejó herido del corazón. Con tus ardientes caricias y tus... All right. We're
Okay,
almost at the end of the program.
This is our. We've had too much to drink.
This is our.
Might
This
look
is
like
our,
water to you.
This is
but-
our borrachera song.
Yeah. But this says refreshe, which means in Spanish. No, I know. I'm just making a joke here, but I'm too drunk to. Yeah, I'm not drunk.
Okay. We're
This is our
getting
do-over
serious.
song.
Do you all any time? See, I can't even. Y'all. Have any do-overs? Have you ever had any done-overs? Oh, good.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Nunca pensé que algún día tú me pagarías por una traición. Tu falso amor me dejó herido del corazón. Con tus ardientes caricias y tus besos brujos me hiciste soñar. Y me dejaste recuerdos que nunca en la vida los he de olvidar. Juraste que me querías poniendo tu mano en el corazón. Dulce promesas de amor me llenaron de ilusión. Cuando más seguro estaba, pisaste en el alma el golpe traidor. Por lo que hiciste conmigo, tendrás tu castigo, lo juro por Dios. juraste que me querías poniendo tus manos sobre el corazón. Dulce promesas de amor me llenaron de ilusión. Cuando más seguro estaba, me diste en el alma el golpe traidor. Por lo que hiciste conmigo, tendrás tu castigo, lo juro por Dios. Por lo que hiciste conmigo, tendrás tu castigo, lo juro por Dios. Oh, we had some great dancing back there. Woo. Oh my goodness.
I think that's the fastest we've ever played that. It's okay, it's okay.
Did we wake everybody up? Yeah? Okay.
So this next song is not one of mine. And it's actually by one of my, I would say, heroes. Newly discovered hero in the recent years. This is actually a song by Mr. Michael Hearn down from Red River, Taos area. And yeah, give a hand to Michael Hearn. And he wrote this song with Susan Gibson and Monica Smart. And I just love it. The first time I heard it, I was like, wow, that's a darn good song. But really, you can't really say a bad song about Michael Hearn. So, but this is one of my favorites. And hopefully one of these days I get to play with him. So it's called Evergreen. I'm gone, something brings me back. This train of thought slips off the track, feeling my way through crossways and blind. It's what you seek, not what you find. I don't mind things that don't matter these days. Time I spend on worry never pays, but the leaves are changing, green to gold. I'll change with them, I'll be so bold. Vivid colored dreams, nothing's what it seems. I turned inside out, then back again. Stuck out on this limb, dancing with the wind. How I long to be evergreen. Been 10 years lost, strange scenery, like an old dust devil chasing round a tumbleweed. Try to lay down roots so I can just stay here. Blew out my candle, prayed a little prayer. I don't mind things that don't matter these days. Time I spend on worry never pays, but the leaves are changing, green or gold. I'll change with them, I'll be so bold. Vivid colored dreams, nothing's what it seems. I turn inside out, then back again. Stuck out on this limb, dancing with the wind. How I long to be evergreen. Cause I've enjoyed the ride. Just cause I'm running doesn't mean I'm hiding. This wanderlust put me off the map. Followed my heart till it brought me back. I don't mind things that don't matter these days. Time I spend on worry never pays, but the leaves are changing, green or gold. I'll change with them, I'll be so bold. Vivid colored dreams, nothing's what it seems. I turned inside out, then back again. Out on this limb, dancing with the wind. How I long to be evergreen. Evergreen.
Mighty fine, Ruben, mighty fine.
Okay, we're nearing the end of our program. Got a couple more songs, but I wanted to include one to honor all of those that have left us in the past year or two. I know we've had a lot of losses, and I'm sure some of you had too. So this song is called Scars in Heaven, and it's a beautiful song by Casting Crowns, and talks about the only wounds that are in heaven are the scars that are on Jesus' hands, that are the healing hands. So, in memory, for me anyway, for my beautiful niece, Suzanne, our friends, Larry, Chucky, John, Joe, and all the other ones who have left us, and for all of yours that are now in heaven, dedicate this song, and I hope I do it justice. If I had only known the last time would be the last time, I would have put off all the things I had to do. I would have stayed a little longer
brighter. Now what I'd give for one more day with you. 'Cause there's a wound here in my heart where something's missing. And they tell me that it's gonna heal with time. But I know you're in a place where all your wounds have been erased. And knowing yours are healed is healing mine. The only scars in heaven, they won't belong to me and you. There'll be no such thing as broken, and all the old will be made new. And the thought that makes me smile now, even as the tears fall down, is that the only scars in heaven are on the hands that hold you now. I know the road you walked was anything but easy. You picked up your share of scars along the way. But now you're standing in the sun. You fought your fight and your race is run. The pain is all a million miles away. The only scars in heaven, they won't belong to me and you. There'll be no such thing as broken, and all the old will be made new. And the thought that makes me smile fall down, is that the only scars in heaven are on the hands that hold you now. Hi Larry, hi Creed, hi Chucky, hi Joe, hi Suzanne, all of you beautiful angels. Hallelujah. That hold you now. There's not a day goes by that I don't see you. You live on in all the better parts of me. I'm standing with you in the sun. I'll fight this fight and this race I'll run until I finally see what you can see. The only scars in heaven, they won't belong to me and you. There'll be no such thing as broken, and all the old will be made new. And the thought that makes me smile now, even as the tears fall down, is that the only scars in heaven are on the hands that
that hold you now. Okay, this is our final song. If you know it, if you know the refrain or any part of it, please sing along. And it's called The River. And it's a song by Garth Brooks. And just a message is live your life. Don't wait around for things to happen to you. Make them happen. Make the good things happen. Make memories.
And we thank you all for joining us tonight. Don, thank you for joining us. Thank you for, to Brian Mott for streaming out there on the interwebs, and Robert for the excellent sound. Everybody here at Society Hall, we thank you for having us, and hope to be back again.
It's an honor and privilege to be here with Mr. Don Richmond.
It's my honor. Thank you.
Dream is like a river, ever changing as it flows. And a dreamer's just a vessel that must follow where it goes. Trying to learn from what's behind you, never knowing what's in store. Makes each day a constant battle just to stay between the shores. So I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry, like a bird upon the wind. These waters are my sky. I'll never reach my destination if I never try. So I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry. Too many times we stand aside and let the water slip away. Well, we put off till tomorrow what has now become today. So don't you sit upon the shoreline and say you're satisfied. Choose to chance the rapids and dare to dance the tide. And I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry, like a bird upon the wind. These waters are my sky. I'll never reach my destination if I never try. So I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry. And there's bound to be rough waters, and I know all takes and falls. With the good Lord as my captain, I can make it through them all. So I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry, like a bird upon the wind. These waters are my sky. I'll never reach my destination if I never try. So I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry. So I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry.
you, Society Hall. Everybody be careful going home. Thank you.
Ruben and Rose, ladies and gentlemen. Rose Vialpando, Ruben Dominguez. Thank you all so much for being part of a beautiful evening here. Thanks to Herman and Patsy for the wonderful award ceremony.
We love you guys. Thank you for coming out.
Thanks to all of you for being part of it.
Don Richmond, everybody.
Be well. Come back anytime you can. Lots of great stuff coming up here at Society Hall, so we sure appreciate you being here to support it. Be careful on the way home. Better take a cookie for the road, you know.